We are live. I'm pretty sure we are live. Fantastic. Right, I just need to announce this over on the Twitter feed and also the YouTube. There we are. There's the YouTube post. Here. Get that. Oh my lord. And then just pop that in there. Cool. And there's the Twitter post sorted. Fantastic. Right. We are now announced and everywhere, and I'm a little bit frustrated because right before going live, I was playing a game of chess and I was very much winning, and then I fucking made an idiot mistake and drew the game, which is really, really annoying. You know, really, really frustrating that I managed to draw a very, very winning position. It's just such a fucking tragedy. I'm genuinely very annoyed. But nonetheless, we are here for Kubera, as it is, well, a Wednesday, and I'm free, so that means a Kubera stream, if at all possible, which obviously, as you can probably tell, is possible, because I'm here, streaming. I even scheduled this one, so you even had a bit of warning, about an hour and a half of warning, maybe not even that, but you had some warning, to say the least. Whether you took advantage of it is up to you. I don't know. Maybe I could have announced the stream on the usual stuff, the usual 2-hour benchmark for a Kubera stream. You know it, you know it. You've been here before. Because, you know, I have some plans today. And by I have plans today, I mean I want to finish Trails of Cold Steel 4. Because I've literally, all I've got left is the final dungeon. All I've got left is the final dungeon and final boss. That's all I've got to do in Trails of Cold Steel 4. That's literally it. There's just the final dungeon, and then I finish the game. And then how many more Trails games do I have to play? I have Reverie, Daybreak, and Daybreak 2, which comes out next week. So I'm not going to be playing Daybreak 2 when it comes out, because I've got 2 fucking 100-hour JRPGs to play, you know, before I can get to that. But hey, one day I will be playing a Trails game when it releases, hopefully. But hey, nonetheless, we are here, as I've said how many fucking times now? I don't know, but yes. Life is such a wonderful thing, truly. Oh, 3 things. Right, cool. Anyhow, I should probably focus on what I'm here for instead of other stuff that isn't important. The only important things I should be focusing on are the stream and driving test cancellations. But hey, nonetheless, it's time. We're here. I was picking up where the last video left off on Friday, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But maybe check out the stream first. You know, live in the moment. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, you can always go check that out whenever you want. And also the VOD will always obviously be a thing. I will never get rid of any VODs. I will never get rid of any videos, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I don't think I've ever deleted a video. I don't remember ever deleting a video, because all of my misgivings in video form are all here on the internet and will probably remain on the internet forever. Homepage reloading timing is crazy. Damn. We here to eat? Well, I fucking hope not. You're here to watch a stream. I'm not food. Like, what the hell? Chill out, bro. Hello, everyone. How are we all today? I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of the world it is for you. I imagine it's in the evening somewhere in the world. Probably in the Asian period. In the Asian period? What the fuck does that mean? Hello, Ruby. Hello, Anna. And hello, Pate. I should, you know, say hello to all of you individually, I suppose. Oh, look. Work want me to go in for a shift? No. No. I have more fun things to be doing. And I've already got a lot of hours this week. So, fuck off. Anyhow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Let's rock, shall we? What the hell? Chat rate at 5. Don't lie to me, fucking OBS. What do you want about? Right, let's rock. Let me clear my throat first, actually. Jesus. I'm sorry. Which chapter? We'll find out in a minute. I think 6. The URL is telling me 6. We're on chapter 6 of the Finite one. That's what the URL is telling me. You asked me how this last time. There we are. Right, new stuff. Brother man? Brother man, what's going on? Huh? Bro? You good? You okay, Yuta? Well, we know the answer to that, but you sure you good? What the hell? Please. Oh no. You don't seem to have those items with you anymore.
And your body will experience a rapid breakdown if you kick me. As long as you're engulfing... As of now, your engulfing of that human seems more plausible than my harming her. Wouldn't you agree? Let go, Lise! You know better than this. Did you forget why we separated to begin with?
Oh shit, bro is actually, like, fully losing it. Oh fuck. Bro is fully losing it. Oh shit. Bro's actually, like, fully decomposing. Oh no.
Of course not. But I have these shoes now, so it's okay for a brief moment. Is it really? Is it really? No,
Jesus Christ. A couple of months too late for that, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. What the fuck? I'm glad I can't left it on a wholesome note when I last read. Jesus. Holy fuck. How about now? Is it still okay?
He still looks very Garuda-esque, doesn't he? Despite being more Taraka. It's just like the headpiece. The headpiece obviously is very Garuda, because obviously Maruna has it, Garuda has it, Yuta has it. It's very interesting. But yes.
Even that sword is useless against me. It's Kali's god-level item. Not to mention, I could take it away from you. Way too easily.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't think it's okay. I get this weird feeling things are not okay. I think there's an MCR song about this. Peck. Yuta, you fucker. You fucker! You motherfucker! What the fuck? Bro! Bro, why? After all that, that's what you do. I swear to God. This damn webtoon.
Get it now? You shouldn't wield the Sword of Return when I'm like this. It'll only be your weak point. That cloak won't be much of an issue since it's been altered with the intention to protect you. But that sword will turn against you once my condition deteriorates. So don't get near it. Yuta, you just stopped yourself, right? I'm fighting tooth and nail to hold back.
He's got multiple mouths. He has a pitbull named Universe Devourer. Fuck, instead of a pitbull named Cupcake, or a fucking not a Chihuahua, because Chihuahuas are fucking diabolical dogs. Do not like yappy dogs; they're annoying. Yes, a Bully XL. For those of you that are aware of what that is, if you are, then yeah, tragedy.
Do you see this? Right now. I lose my human form as my desires get stronger. I can manage for now, but only just.
We can never have a happy romance in Kubera. I feel like we had a discussion about this on stream, but yeah, no. They're all a bit fucked up, aren't they? They're all a bit twisted in their own lovely ways. My vocabulary broke there.
And there's no telling when this patience might run out. So please be careful. For your own sake. But you probably won't listen if I put it that way. So Lise, I'll just say, for my sake, please don't make me sad.
Okay, that's a bit fucking selfish. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like the way you phrase that, Yuta. I don't like that. That ain't on. That's off. Nah, brother. You shouldn't be phrasing things this way. Okay? Because now you're putting the onus on her, right? Obviously, you controlling yourself is very difficult. I get that. But I don't like that. I don't like that. That feels manipulative. I mean, to be fair, you've kind of always been like this. So, why am I surprised? Yeah, look at that. See? He made her fucking cry. Well, I don't think that's why she's crying, but yeah.
Please, don't cry. It's not your fault. It's because I'm trash. Okay. Sorry, Yuta.
Season 3, episode 300. Finite 1-6. Yeah, but it's still fucked. It might be the only way to convince it, but it's still fucked. You know? That's my outlook. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's how Yuta's kind of always been.
What? I was worse in Concha's? I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I shouldn't have acted like that moments ago.
Because Lisa doesn't care about herself enough to avoid doing things that would hurt her. Yeah, I'm aware. But again, I still don't like it. Personally, I still don't like it. In universe, it makes perfect sense. And because it's Lee's, it makes sense. But I don't like it. It is staying on. It ain't right. You shouldn't say things like that. It's just not it. Okay? It's just wrong. Morally speaking. It's just morally wrong. But there's a lot of morally black things in Kubera. There's also morally grey things. It's morally grey. We'll go with that. We'll be generous. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Exactly. Exactly. I probably should have said that. Thank you for saying it for me.
Sorry. I'm really sorry if I scared you too much. Please. You're just giving me advice. I know you didn't mean anything bad. Plus, what happened in Concha's isn't even your fault. It is my fault. It's because I was rude.
Carly. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you need.
I'll have you pay the price for your insolence when you return to the future. Next time, I'll keep your consciousness trapped if that's what it takes. To erase Lee's from this world once and for all.
And that was one mistake that you guys pointed out in the comments I made last time. Is I kind of just assumed that because of Carly's ability to manipulate people through time, like throw people through time, she was also kind of above time. But then again, I don't think even Vishnu's above time. He just knows the future. So, yeah. But I just assumed Carly being a similar perspective. Yeah, I kind of did figure that from what I just read, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense that it is pre-setup or post-setup in reality for Crime and Punishment, yeah. Yes, I do believe that. I don't know if anybody said it word for word like that, but yes, people did kind of point that out, but yes, thank you very much. I had kind of gathered, particularly from what I've just read. I don't think I figured it out when I read it the first time. Because I'm stupid. But yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean for things to go like this. Did it hurt a lot? It must have for you to say I was worse. Oh, not really. Just a few scratches here and there. I said worse because your mother actually bit my neck. But I just bled a tiny bit, and that was it. It's not like I got bitten to death. Although, it was the bracelet that saved me.
I can't believe this whole Carly and Lee's thing is triple layered. We see Lee's being possessed by future Lee's, then we learn Carly sent her there, and then we learn the scene between Carly and Lee's is because what happened here in the Finite. Yeah, time in Kubera is fucked. Like, time in Kubera is fucked. Like, objectively. It's so weird. I don't have a PhD or a degree even. I don't even have a bachelor's degree in quantum physics, okay? Right? Or shit like that, okay? I'm not built for this. I've got a chemistry degree. I make, well, I don't even make illicit substances because that's illegal. What did I say? That makes you sound like I do, for fuck's sake. How to incriminate yourself by accident. Oh, God. Sometimes I should just shut the fuck up, but then it would be less entertaining, so it's a good thing I don't. But yeah, you know, I'm supposed to make drugs or whatever, but I don't. So trying to understand quantum mechanics. I can't wait till the story finishes and we have the complete picture of the utter mindfuck of the order of events. Yeah, because this is taking place after and before other things, but it is before, but it is also after. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. Yeah, it's yikes. But you do need like some sort of PhD in quantum mechanics to understand what is going on in Kubera. I don't get how Korigama's this smart. How long do we... I think I've asked this question. How long did Korigama spend planning stuff in Kubera? Do we know? Because I feel like it has to have been like fucking eons, right? Surely. Surely it had to have been an eternity. Yeah, thank God Korigama already has everything planned out. Yeah, exactly. How long did she spend... I like to draw an arrow diagram of the timeline. There'd be a lot of going back. There'd be a lot of backwards arrows. I think. Heavens above, man. But yeah, how do we have any idea how long Korigama spent planning the events in Kubera? Like, I genuinely am curious, because I feel like it has to have been like her entire fucking life. Like, surely. I don't know how Korigama is, but like, I don't know. Probably mid-30s, I'd imagine. I don't know. This is a guess. Could be older. Could be younger. I don't know. Don't even know why I'm making assumptions, but I did it anyway, because I felt like it. That's why. Aha. What am I doing? Let's just read, for fuck's sake. She had a summary of every chapter sent to the Webtoon executives when it started getting published. Oh, I'm sorry. A summary of every chapter. A summary? A summary of every chapter? That's insanity. Because we're at fucking nearly 600. Because things, I imagine when you think of a summary, I assume she had at least had every arc chapter planned out beforehand with some flexibility for individual episodes. That makes sense. But why imagine when she sent a summary, if it was a summary for every episode, when we get to the end, if we take this one, this episode so far, this bubble, right, you can break this episode up into blocks of events. So we have this, which is obviously from the previous one. We have the Yuta freakout, right? Yuta freakout, blah, 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 blah. This is one segment of the episode. This is one story beat. But you break the chapter up into story beats and then just summarize those. So you have the Yuta freakout. These was happy since getting bit as a fetish. Fucking hell. And the executives asked her how long the series will be. Fucking eternal. Kubera will never end, right? So you got like, this would be one bullet point of summary, I suppose. You do like Yuta freakout, makeup, sad, right? This is one story beat. Post title card. This will be the second story beat, right? Of the episode. Whatever happens here is a second story beat, and then you have a third, maybe fourth story beat. And that's how I'd break them up if I were doing a summary of every chapter. But every chapter, I think it means arc. Okay. Because every chapter, every fucking episode would be obscene. I mean, Kubera does feel like it suits the novel format better. But at the same time, I like art. So, I like looking at things. It makes my brain happier. So, I'm very glad that it is in this form than, like, The Lord of the Rings, where it could be some fucking tome about this long. Oh, the prequel novel is called The Finite. I see. Right. Okay. Is that readable anywhere? In English, I should you know, specify, but yeah. It's about Taksaka and Kasak. Interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, she's the one who gave me these shoes. I don't know what she's thinking, but it didn't seem like she was looking to kill me.
Korigama's commented how sometimes she switches the order of events sometimes. I mean, you know, that makes sense. If you... After, you know, how many years would Kubera... By chapter 600, how many years would Kubera have been going for? You'd probably, you know, have thought of better ideas and how to rearrange things better. If Kubera was a novel, we would probably never have heard of it, so I'm glad it ended up as a webtoon. Yeah, exactly. In spite of how much extra work Kurogam has to go through. Yeah, because she's not an artist. And yet here we are with shit like this that actually looks good. Like, I can't draw like this. I draw like a fucking infant. Like, my artistic abilities are dismal. I have negative artistic skill. There's a summary on Wiki, but it might no longer carry because I wanted to change it. Fair. Someone shared fan translations. They're not the best quality, but you can understand. Okay, so like the webtoon translations, they're not the best quality, but you can understand them. Sorry, Webtoon. I'm not sorry. You do better. You need to do better. You're a fucking you're a professional company, and your translations aren't the greatest. Sometimes sentences come out awkwardly, or the grammar's incorrect. Like, get better proofreaders. No offense. That's all I've got to say. It's all I've got to say, Webtoon. Although I imagine Webtoon's proofreaders have a lot of proofreading to do, or hire more of them, more higher quality, quantity and quality, bit of both. Well, that's probably very hard, but hey, who cares?
Oh look, now we can see the stars above us. We should be free from interference, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's how the fucking chaos barrier worked. You can't see the stars, but then when you can, you know, you're no longer within the null barrier, not chaos barrier, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but Liz, my mother's behavior seems skeptical. I think you should think twice before you do the summoning. But there's no other option. Oh, by the way, do you think the summoning could get undone if I take off the bracelet after I succeed?
Probably, because, well, I don't know. We seem to know very little about summoning. The amount of typos that would get solved by simply rereading is insane. Exactly. It's why I assume they have a team of proofreaders, right? But if it is only a single team that has to proofread literally everything, they'd all just end themselves. They'd be seeing words floating around in the sky. They'd see words in their fucking face. In their face? What does that mean? They wouldn't be able to sleep because all they'd perceive is words. Everything would become words. You'd just go mad. But I imagine there's more than one proofreading team. Can you do a fan translation in English on Webtoons? I have no idea. Possibly. I'd have to check. If I can probably check on the app, can't I? Because I think that's the thing on there. Hold on. I'm actually going to have a quick gander. I'm actually going to have a quick look as if we go originals. Is it here? How do we find this? There's some way you can go here. Search. No, fuck off. Ugh! I remember seeing a fan translations button somewhere. But I suppose not. Oh well, I'm not going to bother. Anyway, let's just carry on. But I assume not, given that the line Webtoon is English default. So, I'd presume not. But I don't see why they wouldn't just let people do it. But hey, here we are. Someone go and fix the grammar in a fan translation? Oh, that'd be so much work. Should they pay students 10 cents a chat? How much is that in pence? That's probably like 8 pence. Well, I don't know what the exchange rate. I don't know what the exchange rate's looking like nowadays, but it's probably like 9 pence. So effectively 10 pence. But yeah, 10 cent for a chapter. Fuck me, that'd be miserable. That would be atrocious. No wonder they're bad. Although, as a student, you do like 100 chapters. 10 cents. That's like what, a tenner? Yeah, that'd be like 10 quid. It's not bad. You can do that pretty quick. Wouldn't be half bad. There's 10 quid, there's a pint. That's all students care about, really, let's be honest. Speaking as a former student myself. Oh god, I nearly choked on air.
I mean, I should put it back before we leave here. There you two are! How can you just leave me behind? After you asked me to come along to Calibloom, while I was sleeping without even saying goodbye at that? Well, we had something to do in Calibloom that's only doable during nighttime, so... I see. Did you finish it already? Yeah. Oh, right then. I don't have any business in Calablu anyway, so I guess I should just kill time in a nearby town and return to Rinhollow once I hear the Surah around there have calmed down. I'm sorry for making you come all this way for nothing. Nah, it's okay. I would have made it to Rinhollow by myself anyway. But what made you set out this early? You still haven't finished business? Oh, well, I wanted to cast a magic spell, but the Chaos Attribute barrier could get in the way, so... A magic spell? What kind of... What? A summoning magic?
Like here, this obviously isn't a huge grammatical error, but a summoning magic is slightly wrong. Like, it should just be summoning magic. Like, you don't need the in front. It's not incorrect. It's just superfluous. Like, there's loads of these really, really minor ones, like them putting an A or an an in a position that it's not needed. Something interesting is that Claude must have cast Hodiyama on Lise in order to check that she actually looks the way she does here. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, that's a very interesting thought. Yeah, yeah, anyhow. Yeah.
Just to try, since there are lots of Surah and all. Plus, I heard God Kubera has come to the human realm during the Cataclysm. Really? Really?
There we are, that's much better. Also explains why he was so fascinated with Yuta early season 2. Yeah. Real.
Did he not know? Did he not? I assumed it was a known thing among magicians, since it's something God Agni used to say even when he used to go around as Edie Smith.
He doesn't need to cast ID. Well, yeah, he's got the order attribute. You can see people's names and shit. Does he see death time? I thought of this as well. You have to question if he knew Asha could never kill her successfully because he knew she would live long enough to grow that old. I love we're saying that old and she's like 20. We're calling like 20 that old. Can we not say 20 is old, please? I know relative to Lisa's lifespan, it's old because she's gonna live to like 22, but I don't know. She's in her 20s, I think. She's in her 20s here, right? Because she's like 14, 15 in season 1, season 2, and then there's a 7-year time skip between fucking 2 and 3, right? She's like 20 something. Am I correct in that, or am I just off? But can we not call someone that's in like their 20s old, please? 23 sounds fair, sounds reasonable. But like, can we not be calling someone that's in their 20s old, please? It's just like objectively, it's incorrect. When Lovecraft describes his entities is incomprehensible, even though you can see them. That's how I feel about this series. I have it all in front of me, yet it's so hard to understand. All of its complexities. That's a fair explanation. And also, fucking, I do love Lovecraft. I do enjoy a little bit of H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraftian horror is very interesting. Kubera is Eldritch horror, to be fair. With romance. No, it's romance with Eldritch horror. I think you should get the arrangement of the genres correct, Thibault. Come on now. This is a romance. Primarily. If you believe Carrigon. Should you? Who really knows?
Yeah. I heard it somewhere, and I was told summoning a god that's already in the human realm didn't really use up lifespan. That's only true when you're certain the god has no summoner. If they have one, then the existence of that summoner acts as a strong blockage. Itsu, rip. And your lifespan gets drained big time. God Kubera has a summoner already? I'm saying, because you never know, the current barrier in Atera is way too strong, so there has to be a god that's been summoned. But no one knows which one. People speculate it must be God Agni, since Priestess Jabrilla's attribute is fire, but if that were the case, I don't see why she's keeping it a secret. So if you ask me, I say you should be careful. Who knows? You might only have so much left to live. Don't gamble with your lifespan for the sake of curiosity. Then, would there be a way to find out who that god is? I just need to know it's not God Kubera.
It is. It is. But you don't know that.
Well, I don't know if Priestess Jabrilla would tell you, even if you asked her. But going to a terror is the only way to find out, don't you think?
And 5. Suya Agni. 631. Those are the attributes of the date. I wonder what the hours attribute is, but you have no way to know that. There was one thing I thought, I don't know if I've mentioned this out loud before, but like, if Kubera ever got like giga mainstream, like an anime or something, I feel like you would definitely end up with like, people that would do a what attributes are you conversion, like converting the time, day and month you were born, and then finagling it into the Kubera shit to figure out like what your attributes would be if you were in the Kubera universe. Like how you'd have like the Harry Potter quizzes for like what house are you. I feel like you'd absolutely end up with shit like that. Like that's one thing that'd be really interesting if Kubera became mainstream. You can probably already do it. It's just you gotta put the effort in. I don't think we even know what the attributes of all the dates and months are or times, so it'd be nauseating to try and figure out.
Look at the calendar. Time just flew by.
There are already attribute calculators. Fuck's sake, of course there are. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Well, I am a little bit. I didn't think they'd already exist, but that's fair. That's kind of mad. It's mostly random though. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, because like, there's no way we know every single fucking date's attribute and every single time's attribute. I assume it's by the hour, right? It's by the hour. The time is not by fucking minute, because that would be obscene. It's by the hour, I presume. So that means every, I don't know how many gods there are, but yeah. Or how many attributes there are. It probably wouldn't even be an even number, would it? Like an even split. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, because it would be fucking nauseating to try and figure out. Carrying on. If you somehow ever hear this. Yeah, Kubera is a much longer. Cargo, if you ever hear this, do the conversion for people so that they can do this. It'd be very funny. She would never hear this, but it'd be very funny if she did.
Considering it's still the 6th month, we passed through the water channel pretty quickly. Otherwise, it'd be the 7th month already. Ma'am, party of 3 over here. Can you recommend us something for the menu? Are you that from... we do look alike, don't we? Yeah, that's a lot.
The problem is translating days of the week and months. Yeah. I mean, it seemed... That's why I said it'd be nauseating. Like, just trying to convert all of that. Oh, fuck my life. What did I just do? Christ alive. Get my hand caught on my bloody pop filter. Also, I love it. I've been streaming for fucking 35 minutes and we haven't got through a single chapter yet. Pretty sure we know the months of most attributes. That seems like the only thing we would know. Like, days is absurd. Hours, impossible. Although I feel like the hours wouldn't be as bad, because I imagine a day is still 24 hours, right? Although, Willarv is a very different planet, so saying that... Yeah, I shouldn't make that assumption. I really shouldn't make that assumption, because there are loads of different planets. There's no way they all have the same amount of hours in a day. Because the planets in our fucking solar system have different amounts of hours in a day. Anyhow.
6th month of year end 5. It's before God Agni got summoned. And... it's even before Lisa's hometown got into trouble. The past I also saw that day. It was the 34th day of the 6th month. If Lisa's recollection is accurate.
Did you hear? The whole city is buzzing. It sounded like they're re-establishing communication with Cart.
Oh, so that's how Cart's right now. So how's Cart right now?
They don't know yet. All documents that were sent out before the cataclysm are just arriving at one after another. So, I don't know why I made him voice like that. He's a fucking announcer. They say it could take up to a week, depending on how much load is backed up. I guess we'd get up-to-date information after everything gets received. Right, but once in Kubera 36 days, so you just do straight up conversion. You can never be born on the 32nd to 36th. Yeah. If you follow a simple structure, 12 months with 12 attributes, 3 weeks of 12 days with attributes in the same order as months, and days with 12 hours in the same order as months and weeks. Yeah, I mean, logically speaking, that's probably how it actually operates. Right? Assuming there are 12 months in a year. But that's probably how it operates, right? But then again, this is a Kurragon. So if you know the months, you know the weeks and hours. Yeah. If that is in fact how it operates, then that would make a lot of sense. But I feel like Kurragon would be a fucking sneaky bastard about it and make it just nonsensical, or follow a really like a cipher and just follow a really weird structure. With the kind of technology that they can restore communication that's been cut off during the cataclysm, I guess we can expect the transport ship to depart to Kart soon, right? And hope for those who went there before the cataclysm to return as well. I can't wait for them to come back, especially Mr. Rao. I bet he's doing alright. Doing alright, you think, huh? Well, I don't think he's doing alright. Well, no, he's doing fine. But he won't be doing fine for very long. Like, he will not be doing fine for very long at all. I'm pretty sure that's how it operates, because when we go in Calibloom and the new year comes, the first day is the day of chaos, and first month is also the month of chaos. Right, I see. Damn, if you're born in the first month, you're kind of just shafted, aren't you? Like, any people born in the first month of the year are just shafted. Because, like, you just don't have an attribute. It's just null. You're just shafted. Like, imagine being born in January, the equivalent of January. Like, you're just shafted. Just such an L. Damn, that sucks.
Utah, do you think we could get to Atera through here? In 3 days? We can't travel that fast through the water channel. Unless I use my power. That is. Oh, never mind then. It's not like we're in a hurry or anything. You're giving up? Just like that?
And we know Lisa's birthday. She has triple Kubera, and it checks out. Fair.
Don't worry, Lise. Using that much power won't affect me much.
So basically, for triple attribute, you need to be born on, like, the fucking same hour as the day and the month. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no wonder triple attributes are fucking rare. You have to be born on the 12th hour of the 12th day of the 12th month to get your fucking triple whatever. Jesus Christ, that'd be miserable. We see Lorraine's creation classes that start the month of creation. First day of creation, I think. Hour of creation, I see. That's fair. The hour of creation. Sounds very foreboding, doesn't it? Does sound very foreboding, the hour of creation. The hour of chaos also sounds really foreboding, doesn't it? Because you fucking imagine that. Like, your hours are named after these. The hour of fire. Like, it's very foreboding. Right? Like, you would just live in constant fear. And I imagine most people did until, you know, but then again, they wouldn't. The AHR probably didn't. Like, it's absurd.
Wow, this is amazing. Whoosh and wish all the way from Calibum, and look, already in Atera. And unlike Hodivayo, it's not even limited by your field of vision. It's just out of this world. Utah, you look pretty bad.
The hour of death, yeah, it's like, this is the hour of death. Be warned, younglings, for the hour of death is nigh. It's like, yeah, you just wouldn't feel comfortable at any point during the day. We also know that when the hour of an attribute comes, your magic uses for that attribute get recharged. Oh, that's tight as fuck. I mean, that makes absolute sense. Surely then you could get 2 refreshes a day as long as you're not born on the 12th hour. Well, I mean, you'd still technically get 2 refreshes a day, but midnight. You know what I mean? Assuming that a day is 12 hours long. Right? You get theoretically 2 refreshes a day. There's like a few things that we don't know how they work. Like if you do a Caesar operation to get an early cesarean, yeah, to get an early birth and triple attributes, does that work? Yeah, hold on. And what if you're born? Well, I assume if you're just born early, like you just pop out a couple weeks early, then that's your birth date. I imagine the day you are born and become are out, that is what affects your attributes and shit. So if you're born through a C-section, oh, the hours in Kubera are equivalent to 2 hours. Okay, so there's only 12 hours a day, presumably. Okay, 2 hours to 12 hours. Yeah. Okay. So there's only one refresh a day. Never mind. Here there'd be 2 refreshes a day. So damn, they should come to Earth. They get more refreshes. Hell yeah, more magic. Well, theoretically. No, it'd still be the same because it'd be based on those hours. But yeah, whatever. Shut up. But yeah, I assume that when it comes to how the hour attribute and day and week and shit, the week, no day and week, the day and hour is if you were born through a C-section. I like how a name determines shit. Like your name is determinative of stuff. I imagine that when you come out. And does the time depend on time zone? Fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, probably. It almost certainly does. Like, if you, on the other side of the world, you'd get different attributes to... So, America would have a different... If you were born in America and Japan at the same moment, you'd have different attributes. But I imagine that with a C-section, it's the moment you pop out, the universe attributes you. It's your attributes are attributed as soon as you pop out. And whether you pop out or are cut out, those are when your attributes are assigned to you. It's the moment you are out and in the world, your attributes are assigned. Although, given that the time you die is pretty much predetermined, the time you're born is probably also predetermined. So your attributes are probably determined at the time of conception, potentially. And if you were going to be born through a C-section, you were always going to be born through a C-section. Because if death dates are quote-unquote predetermined, birth dates probably are as well for an individual. So I imagine actually your attributes are assigned almost effectively at conception. This is a weird conversation. But it's an interesting one, I'll give you that. The fact, a series is good when you can have a fucking discussion about birth. Christ alive. I'm okay. Just a little hungry from moving without a medium, but I can just do some hunting since there's an abundance of sura around here recently. There's nothing you should worry about, but let me talk to that person first. Close face. I don't think he'll go around spreading words about us. All I did was ask him to keep it between us, and he started begging for his life. My mother must have scared the life out of him. Yeah, your mother did scare the life out of him. Your mother scared more than the life out of him. Your mother, like, fucking scared the fear of obedience into him. Yes, let's go back to normal eldritch horrors and time shenanigans as opposed to birth. Both. Season 3, episode 301, The Finite One, 7. I don't think we'll be able to meet Princess Brill anytime soon. The sewer problem in the area must be pretty serious. Yuta, do you know why all these sewer began to show up around here? I think we're going to get to see the summoning, by the way, of Kubera. Obviously, the shit that happens to Lisa's village is 634. We're in 631. We're going to get to see it. And she got the bracelet as well. So, yeah. And we know Adult Lise summoned Kubera at that time. So, yeah, we're seeing it. We're going to see what really happened that day. Well, I don't have any recollections of this time period, so... You never spoke to any of them when you went out hunting and stuff? They said they were following orders to kill humans, but that's about it. Anyway, your hometown was nearby Atera, wasn't it? Why don't we stop by while we're here? That was probably a terrible idea. Like, that seems like a terrible idea. I'm sure she wanted to get here within 3 days because of her hometown. You think we should? But something weighs on my mind, though. If I go there and run into my past self, then I'll be in danger. Who told you that? Your mother, back in Concha's. Also, when Ran went back in time, right? His physical form aligned with his self at the time. That hasn't happened to Lee's. Can we talk about that? Like, when Ran went back in time, his physical form shifted. And when he went back in time to when Yaksha was alive, right, like, you know, Yaksha lost his heart at that point in time. So if somebody ends up back in the past, it does affect the people of that time if they have a direct connection to them. So why has Lee's not been affected here? Why is past Lee's not affected? Lee's is, so, you know what? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was about, you know what, Pate, I was about to call you out on that, but nope, never mind. I mean, you've just outed yourself as lacking, but hey, you're not wrong. Fuck, now look at you all. Look at you all, knowing everything. Looking at me like proud parents, with me figuring it out on my own. Yeah, I had this thought last time, but I didn't verbalize it. But now, yeah, I'm glad I did. Lee's so thick, Curry has to censor her now. Heavens. So you're saying she set the destination to 2 days after we left Willarv to go to Conchas because it was dangerous to meet your past self? Never took away our Kubiris. Why? Why do you say these things, Pate? Why? Why? Why do you do this? Also, you got some rare glassesless animosity right there. Crazy. Oh yeah? Neva, like the Korean website. Uh-huh. They asked Lee to cover up Lee. Oh, I see. I see. Uh-huh. Okay. No, that makes sense. Your phrasing was really what I was questioning. But okay, no, that's fine. Okay, cool. Well, it's true that we arrived at that time since the 3 days of you. Yeah. It's been that long since a Kubera stream. I forgot how fucked you all were. I'm joking, of course. I love you all. The censorship only happens when you get to the most recent chapters, so enjoy it for now. Fair. Well, it's true that we arrived at that time since the 3 of you disappeared 2 days after we set out to Conchas. I don't know why that sentence was so hard for me to read. I feel like we need a bit more I feel like this sentence is lacking punctuation or something, but maybe that's just me. But it's dangerous to run into your past self part is a lie. Think about it. Your past self disappears once you regress to the past, so how could the two of you ever run into each other? Let me explain again. To be precise, you'd be... Well, look at that. We're gonna get literally what I just asked. Wisely is not actually physically adjusted. This is gonna be strange. Let me explain again. To be precise, you'd be merging with your past self. The moment you regress to the point 2 days after you set out to Conchas from Willarv, the lees that would have been passing through the water channel disappears, and the two lees would have become one at the point of regression. Whoop! Go unconscious. Woo! And basically, all of after here becomes possibility. All of this becomes possibility. And then phases out of reality. Yeah, don't you understand time travel? It's real simple. Real... No, it's too short notice. Damn it. I just got a notification for a test cancellation, but it's fucking Friday, and it's way too short notice for me to be able to get the test. So, damn, that's a shame. I probably could have gotten it as well. That's so irritating. In fact, I'm at work on Friday as well. What am I on about? Fuck's sake. If I wasn't working, maybe I could have been. It would also been too short notice for my instructor. Official arrow diagram. Yeah, damn it. That's really annoying because that's a fucking good time as well. Can we get a diagram for every event in Kubera? It's gonna be a massive web. You know, like the detective corkboards? It's gonna be like one of those. Yes, very read. It would not be readable. It would be it'd be fucking nonsensical. The lees that would have passed through the Conchas water channel disappears, and the two leases would become one at the point of regression. Of course, every fucking time for a cancellation that I've seen that has been like good has vanished almost immediately. But now that there's one that I could do, but I'm working on the day, it's been here for fucking ages, and I just it'd be like Ananta's records. Yeah, it would just be nonsense. It would be utter gibberish to most people. Black paper, just solid, just filled with writing. It's like the experiences of your future self get added to your past self. But then, if it were up to me, I would have set the destination to about a week after departing from Conchas instead of 2 days, since according to you, everyone had lost consciousness. For sure at that point. I mean, the most stable way to merge with one's past self is when they're unconscious or sleeping, or else the two personalities could collide and cause mental instability. But considering how my mother is, that might have been her goal. But I never felt anything wrong with me yet. So you went straight to the set destination without issues, right? There's no problem when the two selves have similar experiences. The issues arise only when there's a large discrepancy. If the gap in experience results in personality discrepancy, then the two personalities might not merge properly into one body and end up unstable or split for good. We're looking at Ran here. We're very much looking at Ran here. We are very much looking at Ran here. But the voices. Judging from my brother's development, I'm guessing that he and Ran had issues and wandered through a long time until they finally got to the destined point in time. And if so, there's a high chance of something being wrong with them. Someone did a diagram drawing lines between all the characters that have introduced / are related, and it's huge and very colourful. I bet it is. I bet it just is abhorrent to look at. No offense to the person that made it. It's more of a byproduct of how interconnected everything in this series is and how connected every character is. I mean, that regression device isn't all that accurate to begin with, not to mention the side effects it causes. It requires a lot of driving force to override all the negative aspects. But my mother could have had that kind of power since she'd gotten weak. She couldn't have had, not could have had, after she was sealed. That, I think it's because she had sent me back to the past a while back. Maybe she used up what was left of her power then? I feel like almost all of this is going straight over my head. I hate physics, man. And time is physics before any of you say anything. Time is physics. I did study physics at A-level, and, yeah. It didn't go well. I didn't fail it, which is a fucking miracle, because I was failing it all the way up until my final exam. In my A-levels for physics. But yeah. Quantum physics is a fucking mess. But it did mean when I had to do quantum physics for my chemistry degree, I found it really easy. Right. Okay. I feel like we just got a huge revelation there. But I feel like maybe it shouldn't be a revelation. I feel like I'm missing. I'm not shocked by what was just said, but I don't know if that's just because my brain is fucked by everything I've just read.
Besides the time when all three of you regressed? Are you saying my mother had just sent you to the past on a separate occasion?
Are links allowed? I have no idea. I don't know if links are allowed. Let me have a look. I assume they are. I don't even know how to fucking check. I'm not a professional. Probably in here, right? Not there. I have. I don't even know how to fucking check if links are enabled. But I imagine they are. I don't see why they wouldn't be. But then I've never said to enable or disable them, so who knows, really? Try, and we'll find out. I don't even know how to check. It's a revelation for Leeds, but not us. Okay. Okay. But I imagine links are enabled. I don't see why they wouldn't be. But again, like I just said, I have no fucking idea how to check. Streams, it's probably here. Hold on. Yeah, probably. Try it. We'll find out. We'll find out. Not in top messages, it seems. I probably should click that. It does highlight that Curry introduces time travel through Kali, who straight up lied about how it works. Because it's funnier. Yeah. I do love Kali. She is the greatest, she is the greatest that has ever been. Oh, what the fuck have I just clicked? Nope, fuck that. Nope, go away, go away. Ah! Yeah, I have no idea. If links aren't, comment. They should be enabled in the comments. You should be able to put a link in the comments. So do it after the stream and I'll have a look at it. If it won't let you put them in live. I love when Laura's talk about characters that can end up being wrong. I do, but I also fucking hate that because I'm being lied to. I don't like being lied to. Well, if it's entertaining, I don't mind, but hey. And some readers take everything for granted and are surprised. I'm probably one of those readers. I am almost certainly one of those readers. I'll link it in the comments probably. Yeah, that's fine. I'll if you do, in my next video, which will be Friday, I'll talk about it then. If the link works. If not, Twitter. If you use Twitter, you could probably at me with the link on Twitter and it'd probably be fine. It's like a worst case scenario.
Yeah, not sure what had gotten into her then, but she said she wanted to reward me.
Oh, yeah, I know when she's on about. Yes, I know when this is. Idiot.
I better leave out the details since it was a decision to kill Yuta's brother. And sent me back to a point when I was faced with different choices. But then I ended up making the same choices before, even when I knew the outcome. It felt wrong for my future self. To shatter the world my past self used to trust and rely on. I thought I should respect the decisions of my old times. That's not what others would normally think, you know. I'm weird, right? I know I'd be lying if I said I didn't regret it afterward, but your mother told me I was safely linked to the present thanks to that decision. That I'd have died right then and there had I made a different choice. But do you really think Kali was telling you the truth? Do you really think Kali was telling you the truth? Do you really? Do you really think Kali would not lie? Especially now we know she already lied to you. That I'd have died at your hands.
There seems to be two types of time travel. The kind that was always meant to happen and more of a causal loop. And it's more of a causal loop. And the kind that turns present/future into a possibility. Oh no. Oh no. You need 2 dissertations. You need what in 2 degrees? You need 1 in causal loops and 1 in possibilities. Oh no. Oh no.
That you'd have developed to defend Asha, therefore take me as an enemy and kill me.
Literally unravels. Ugh. Poor guy.
This didn't occur to me when I made the decision, but apart from whether my choice was right or wrong, I must have had to make the same choice so I could make it to Conches in year end 23. And I believe I was able to meet you again like this, thanks to that decision. You're right about that. The moment you decided differently from the past, all universes that follow become a mere possibility and disappear. So you have no future to go back to. Changing history is like that. You're getting rid of the future universes that you know of, returning it from reality into a possibility.
A delusion, as it were.
Then, from the point of change, build a new universe. They'll become the new reality.
I wonder how often this actually happens in Kubera universe. How often somebody actually goes back and changes the past. Obviously we know Ananta did it. And Manasa did it. But I wonder if it ever happens more often. Obviously we'd never be aware of it as the readers because it's happened outside of our cognition. Probably doesn't happen all that often. Because time travel's, understandably not something that can happen easily. Like it does seemingly require the intervention of a god. Or a being on their level. Allah, Ananta, Manasa, etc., etc.
I see. So I shouldn't do anything that could change history. Only if you're determined to go back to the future you came from. Yuta, is not going back one of your choices?
I think only the time axis can do that type of rewriting timelines. So, yeah, Ananta, Manasa. Please. Potentially. Ananta is kind of like Jinchukyu in ORV. Yeah, he's a regressor in the traditional sense. For everyone else, it's just a good old causal loop. So again, like Lee's. Potentially, given she has Ananta's name.
I don't mind either way. What matters to me is what you want, Lise. If you want to go back to that future, then I'll do the best I can to help you find the way back without affecting history. But if you want to change history from this point on, I'll support that as well and help you do so. To me, the future you choose is more important. Even if that future... Even if that results in the future we come from disappearing into a pool of possibilities. So, go with the choice that'll make you happier. With no regrets.
That's very wholesome, but also very sad. Yuto's come a long way since season 2. Where he couldn't take Lisa's side. Yeah. He's grown up. Both literally and figuratively. But he is also unraveling at a very rapid rate. He's more mature. All those years being sealed have clearly done something for him. That shot of us staying on top of the records is so good. You're not wrong. It is very nice. Where is it? This one. Yeah. It is very good. Or if this were a video, this would be thumbnail material. But yeah. For look into my mind.
Since you came all this way, you've decided to change the future of your hometown, right?
Has she?
Or has she not? Let us find out. I'm not sure about that yet, but at least I want to see my mom again, and then make a decision. Huh? Wait, you said that's... What's that? How come... Why am I over there? Didn't you say I'd be merged with my past self? What's going on? I'm not sure. I thought it was strange that you didn't get any younger, but... I mean, I'm a Rakshasa, so in my case, I'd still retain my developed physique even after my future experiences get added to my past body. Rakshasas develop whenever they gain the required experience for growth. But since you're a human, your physique should be that of the year N5 when you get merged with your past self in that year. Physical growth of humans does not depend on gaining experience. Thank you. I was unaware. I was unaware that that's how human beings worked. But I see that the merger didn't take place. Let's hope that guy returns from the town with some useful information. What the? This is so bizarre. A village full of people who've lived beyond their destined dying day. And among them, an infinite one with nothing to be seen. Ah? The fuck do you mean, brother? The fuck do you mean, bro? The fuck do you mean, an infinite one? This is Lise. We know she's destined to die. What do you mean, an infinite one? And now we get to see, now Lisa's mother is in the thumbnail, which is always a dangerous thing. We have a precedent for this. Maruna and Aruna didn't merge despite having the same body and soul, because their names were different. Ah. I see. Right. Interesting. Hello there. What's your name?
My name is... would you tell him that? You look so precise!
I don't know why I've changed. I don't know which one's which. Infinite Lise. Oh, so we got Lise, Kubera, we got Lise Heist, Kubera Lise, Time Lise, Infinite Lise, fucking Lise Ananta. How many hypothetical Lises do we have? There's almost as many as there are Vishnus.
You look nice to me.
Why do you ask? You're not even you don't even know her. Oh, she looks like someone I know. So, cause she's an infinite one? I can't think it's that.
In this case, it could be because our Lise is finite and the tiny one is infinite. Oh, for why they haven't merged. Why is past Lise infinite? Why is past Lise infinite?
Anyway, those two...
Karslan, Harslan.
I see their names, so they must have enough lifespan remaining ahead of them. And they are only normal finite. And are they the only normal finite ones in this village? So, outsiders must talk to us first.
The way I see it, the Kubera universe is like a code running a program, and each name is like what's used to refer to a variable. So when the name changes, the program doesn't recognize it as the same. Too many curry mushrooms. Made her expanded infinitely. I see. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you eat too much, you will expand forever until you explode. That's true. If you eat too much, you explode, which is why, daily reminder, you should exercise so you don't explode from overeating. And if you work out, you can expand in a good way. What can I say? You expand in a good way. You look better for it. Just saying. Expand in a good way, not a bad way. I knew there was something I hadn't done this stream. If you remember the very first chapter of Kubera Lise, if you remember the very first chapter, Kubera Lise does respond to Kubera as an unfamiliar name. Well, that's weird. I do not remember that. If I remember the very first chapter. No, why would I remember the first chapter? It's been months. It's been like, I actually think it's been like over a, I think, how long has it been? I'm actually gonna, hold on. I'm gonna do some investigative research. I'm legitimately gonna go check something. Yeah. When was my very first Kubera video? It won't be in that one. It'll be, I'm actually gonna go find out when my first Kubera video was. Here we are. So my very first Kubera video was from 2022, August. It has been over 2 years since I first read Kubera, okay? Right? It's only fair that I don't remember that detail. All of these details, okay? Relax. August 24th, 2022 is when my first Kubera video went out. It was me talking about how I'd started reading. I think it was just after I'd read The Night That Rained Fire I made that video. That's crazy.
What business do you have in this town? Do you have your ID with you?
N00004 63306. Yeah, they're way past. They're fucking, well, a year. For the longest time, I thought it was because of the name change between the Finite Kubera, the Finite. But now the Finite is making me doubt that. I'm just gonna read, and then hopefully Curry will give me the answers. Rowan Renard. Pale Syroth. Should we know these people? I mean, Syroth is obviously a very obvious one. What year are we in again? We're in N5, so he's still got time left, surely. Right? Like, surely he's got time left. Hey, yo, let's go. Fuck yeah. Based. Obviously, you caught up a lot faster because I did videos, and so I only read like a handful of chapters every week. Sometimes there are actually some videos out there, like I feel like I should remember these two, but it's Syroth. We have a Syroth here. They talk to Smallies. Hold on, let me just go back and reread the. No, I'm not going to go back and reread the first chapter. I could skim read it, but I won't. Maybe I should. Maybe we'll do that next. Rowan brought Lise the iconic, Oh, she brought Lise the clothes. I see. Well, an illusion of them appeared, of course, now that we know. The guys were in chapter 1 and 5. But anyway, we got Syroth. That's the only reason that I caught that. But again, I feel like I should know these people. Again, this name sounds familiar as well, and not because of that. I feel like one of these two parts of her name are familiar, but hey.
Oh, saw this village while I was passing by, so I just thought, why not take a look? That woman should have died already, but the guy still has little left to live. Excuse me, could we just talk in private? Just the two of us. I'm sorry, I guess we could, but... What's this? Are you dodging me in my right in front of me? I'm offended. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Rowan exists in Tower of God. Right, the name. Yeah, obviously not the character. Yeah, same character. The exact same character. Obviously, I get what you meant. Fair, very fair. Excuses, more excuses. Hello, Miss Heiss. No. Yes. Miss Heiss? Or yeah, it's Rowley's. And whatever the fuck her mother's name is, Heiss, right? That's where that comes from, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Yeah. I don't like you. You're the most sus out of everyone here. Season 3, episode 302, Finite 1-8. Oh, I didn't even comment that we got past 6. Yama and Yama, totally the same person in Tower God and Kubera. Yeah, the fighting dog, God of Death. The fighting dog and God of Death, and ruler of the cage. Yeah. And Hell. And the cage was an abysmal arc, so it may as well have been Hell. So yeah, they are the same person, actually, yeah.
Claude Yui? No wonder I felt like I'd seen you somewhere.
Anna Heiss. Yes, you are right, it is Anna. Anne? No, it's Anna. It's Anna. I'm pretty sure it's Anna, not Anne.
What brings you out here? You should be at the Temple of Death. There's been an increase in the number of Sura between Rinhallow and Atera. I was investigating the issue, and this is where I ended up. But it seems peaceful around here. Yeah, since we're close to Atera and they have a god summoned. Think about it. Why would any Sura come near a city where a god is present, of all places? I'm here working as a guard, but I never really face any Sura. I mean, even investigating outside like this is a huge event, you know? Well, please don't mention my name to the others or draw attention. I presented my ID since you said it was required of me, but I'd like to avoid any fuss if possible.
Oh, okay, I got it. What a great guard. Well, I guess you know, he is a priest, so you would at least trust him to not do anything terrible, right? Right.
Is this village... It's officially registered to be under a terrorist protection, correct?
Probably. I just came along with Rowan as her assistant. But seeing how my monthly pay is considered, I'm guessing it's being managed by the city. The people in this village wouldn't have that kind of money. I mean, besides mushroom picking, they don't do anything that could be considered productive. Pale is just a chill guy. How dare you reference the meme? I fucking hate the chill guy meme, unironically. They just cringe. It's just not a meme that's up my alley.
So, that Rowan lady also came to this village when you did?
No, she was here before me. Which is why she's supposed to be dead. Last time I'd seen her was before the cataclysm. But I ran into her recently by coincidence. She said all I had to do was take care of the watchtower and run some errands, going to Atera. I didn't really have anything else to do at the time, so I took the offer and tagged along. My family's so full of renowned folk that, well, I didn't want to go back home, you know? I thought I'd be satisfied if I could find something to do and just live in hiding.
Wouldn't your family be worried?
Worried? I don't know about that. I mean, not a single one had come to visit me when I'd left Misty Shore to come to Atera, so they'll just assume I'm doing okay. No one would be interested in my affairs. I bet they won't even find out, even if I die here. Oops. That one just now was a bit awkward, wasn't it? But thing is, if he does die here, his death would have come up when, you know, they used the magic or the detector to see how many people died. But it's still 0. And since he still has a lifespan, he doesn't die here. He doesn't die here. He also gets out. Like Haas and Kaz, right? They both get out. Unexpected pale character development. Unexpected Syra family development. Right? Like unexpected Syra family development. Let me just say it's a decent job for an outsider who didn't fit in with the other magicians and their little society. It's kind of cute. How the fuck did I read that so wrong? The kids are cute, and everyone's so nice. Did you ever feel something strange about the place? Oh, wait.
Did you ever feel something strange about this place?
Nah, he dies. Damn. But the registered deaths is... Well, I mean, I know he dies in the year N6, but he doesn't die during the Red Sky. Because technically no one dies during the Red Sky.
Yeah, like, there are no elders and very few kids in the mix.
I mean, does anyone at all... Didn't he die in the nearby forest a bit later in M5? That's why nobody died in the village? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, maybe he does. Maybe he does. I'll take your word for it. You know what? Godhava... Oh! Actually, does Godhava kill him? Is he killed by Godhava in the forest? Actually, I think you're right. Is it Godhava that kills him? It probably is, isn't it? Yeah? Godhava that kills him? It's going to be Godhava that kills him, surely. Or Maruna, or someone else. But yeah, I think it's Godhava. That would make sense. I don't know. Sure.
I mean, does anyone at all in this village have family ties with each other?
Of course! Those kids that you saw earlier, and their mama.
How about besides them?
Well, beside them?
There aren't any. But then, why is that so strange? That could be normal for a village of people who've lost their families during the Cataclysm. The machine in M15 isn't good enough to detect people dying in M5, in my opinion. True, I suppose. God, okay. I'm misremembering. I'm misconstruing the order of events. Now they die when the other Garuda Rakshasa are attacking them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get you. Is that what they told you? That's what I'm assuming. Why bring up anything that could reopen their old wounds, you know? Anyway, your identity and the purpose of the visit has been verified. So you're good now? He's just a sweet guy. You've committed the great sin of remembering a very small detail from about a character that was only seen in chapters 1 and 5. True. I've committed a great sin. I will go and suffer the crime, which is losing my fingers. I don't know why it'd be your fingers you'd lose for misremembering a detail, but apparently it is. By my own declaration. For I am king, as this is my stream. Let me know if you need a place to stay. We can arrange for a room. I have one more question. Among the kids I met earlier, what's the name of that little girl?
These are the questions you do not ask. You do not ask these questions.
I see, so you won't just ask him for the kids for the sake of asking. Alright then, wait here, if you will. If it's only proper that we ask her parents for permission before disclosing their kid's name to a stranger, I'll go get her mom. And Claude was never seen again. The man you knew as Claude was not really him. Claude literally looks like a better shit a brick. I'm done. I can't do this no more. What if her name is Ananta? Well, I mean, technically it could be. Like, it could be. I barely got myself out of there, so don't even think about sending me back. You sort of value through a door gap. Damn, you gotta have good fucking eyesight to see through the gap in a door. Unless it was left ajar. But if it's shut, fucking hell. I was so nervous I might get caught. You have no idea. But you could have gotten them all wrong, you know? You don't really know if they locked that door or just closed it. And for the scarcity of families, it's nothing new if you think about it. Please, come on now. The Cataclysm was just 5 years ago, so you could think that if you looked at the whole thing with ordinary eyes, but... man, I really shouldn't be telling you all this stuff, but then what's the use of hiding things from you guys at this point? I'm a death magician, and very proficient in silent magic. I can see the dying days of people whose deaths are imminent. And I'm telling you, everyone in that village except for a handful of them has lived beyond their dying days. I mean, staying alive beyond your given dying day? That's just not doable. Well, I mean... Well... Asha's done it. You know? And yeah, I mean, evidently it's happened, Claude. You're just wrong. You've literally seen an entire village of people. So you're just wrong, Claude. A dying day is the moment when the underworld crosses your name out from their list. Well, I guess Asha hasn't done it. She just delayed it. But you know what I mean. In other words, it's the absolute maximum lifespan allowed to you. Yeah, and Holy Vishnu as well, of course. If it is possible to have an accident and die sooner, but you cannot just remain alive beyond that point, because Even if you dodge all the accidents, the Underworld will make sure of your death. But we know it's not absolutely impossible to stay alive. That was the case with Asha. Lise, remember how you'd tell me that you found out about this from Saha's written records, but that you couldn't get anyone to listen to you? You'd said that you'd suspected Asha might have dodged getting disposed of by the Underworld, by using the Holy Vishnu side effect to her advantage, so she could jump in time, beyond her dying day. You would come to me and Ven, saying that I was the only one you could talk to regarding the said matter. So Lise, wouldn't it be possible that your village was populated with people like Asha, who jumped forward in time?
Yeah.
Are you sure about meeting your mother face to face? Yeah. All I hoped for was to see her from afar. But not anymore. A village of people who jump through time. A god with the ability to pass through time. Me, who grew up in that very god's name. And my mother, who gave me the book of summoning magic.
The twists never end with that village, do they? No.
Before that fateful day came. Due to her zero divine affinity, she could only end up losing her lifespan if she fails. Don't you think it's better that you keep that book away from her? Your daughter has no talent, no summoning talent.
Now this is where that comes from. So this is where she heard that from. However, this is all just in line with the history that we know has occurred.
If she ever happens to summon anything at all, then that means she is no longer your daughter. From that point on, you can't keep taking a passive stance and just let fate decide for you. You need to be ready and determined. Don't leave the slightest affection. You must kill her at all costs. That'll be the only way to salvage yourselves.
They're already dead, though. Like, they're all already dead. Season 3, episode 303, Fun at 1-9. Who's speaking? I have no idea. Oh, it wasn't Lee saying that at the start? Oh well. Whatever. Teehee. I have no idea who's speaking. That's why I like the little stick on bubbles to see who's saying it. I assume this is all Lisa's mother speaking then.
I know you take different forms to manifest yourself, but you wouldn't suddenly address me in honorifics. So should I think of this figure as your delegate? She seems to be antiquated with him both in person and through a delegate. She's assuming I'm his delegate for some reason. I guess it's better this way. It should be easier for his delegate to obtain his information than some stranger. That's correct. He had other business to attend to, so sent me in here in his stead.
Right, got Kubera talking, yeah. The other scene was Kubera talking to Anna, but in Abyss, when Anna confronted him, Kubera was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. Okay, that is strange. That is very strange. That's very peculiar. Okay. Alright, no. Okay, right. That's weird. That's very weird.
When you say other business to attend to, is he attending to other candidates?
Other candidates?
Hold on.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Surely not, right? That doesn't make any sense. But that wouldn't make... What? Okay, hold on, hold on. Other candidates. I assume this is referring to the same thing that Vishnu is referring to, right? Right? Surely it's the same, like... But then she saw capital K talking to her about that. Right? She saw capital K talking to her like that, talking to her about that. And we know that capital K, supposedly, appeared on the transport ship to convince Cousin Haas's father to tamper with the engine room, right? And he also appeared to Miha after Vishnu did. Fuck off with your I wonders. Shut up. Right? But then at the same time, also... Because from what Brahma stated, capital K is almost seemingly on Kali's side of the universal annihilation question. But now it kind of seems like Kali... There has kind of always been this assumption that maybe Kali and Vishnu are actually on the same side. At least. He appeared to Asha as well. Well, we know that capital K took Ananta's name using the spear. Which hypothetical Vishnu? All of them. Right? Capital K took Ananta's name with a spear. And that caused him to start falling apart, effectively. And that presumably is why other people started taking on the power of his name when they were given his name. Because that's what... The candidates are all Kuberas, other than Asha, of course. Or are they? Because Miha's also not... What really are the candidates? Oh. Oh, God. Because the thing is, Miha failed Vishnu's test, per se. Right? Of killing those people that Asha then passed with flying fucking colours, presumably. Vishnu. Kali Vishnu. Vishnu. Not Vishnu. Vishnu. Hypothetical pre-Vishnu Vishnu. Keep reading the chapter? Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I know there are lots of outstanding candidates at this point in time. I'd assume that's the very reason why you're staying put by the Priestess of Atera. I see, so the god Priestess Jibril had summoned was indeed Kubera. Then summoning myself is out of the option for sure. But now that I know he's in close proximity, I can actually look for him myself. I'm also aware that my daughter's divine affinity is 0. But it's odd. Didn't you include her in your pool of candidates regardless, and allow her to be tested? You suddenly say I shouldn't give her the book. Does that mean she's no longer worthy of the test? Her dad tried his best to keep her safe as long as he could.
Keep reading might make things more confusing. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate everything about the world.
It wouldn't hurt you to take more time to observe her before making your choice. But please, don't give up on her. Even if she renders an unfavorable outcome after receiving this book. You came and went right after giving me the oracle.
Okay, so Lisa's mother has received an oracle.
So I didn't get the chance to say this the last time. But aren't you the type of people to kill a child to buy us our survival?
But we are not. I fucking butchered that.
Everyone's in this so they can repay her father for the favor he's done for them.
Favors. But yeah, same difference.
Repaying the favors? What does that mean?
I mean, Rao is a renowned fighter. He's probably saved all these people once or twice.
I can't ask her what that means since I'm pretending to be a god's delegate. But my mother's just staring at me as if she's expecting an answer from me. I need to act as if I know more at this point, like a real delegate would. What should I tell her? Going back to what she's just said, the part I should elaborate on for sure is,
please don't give up on her, even if she renders an unfavorable outcome after receiving this book.
I guess by unfavorable outcome, she meant failure to summon. Then your child remains a candidate, but there won't be any unfavorable outcome either.
We also know he did some time hopping with Ananta. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. That makes things more confusing. Oh, Rao, not Kubera. I was thinking, but yeah, of course, yeah, we know Rao did that. Yeah. So he's definitely helped these people out. Lee's is like a Persona protagonist, trying to choose the correct dialogue option. I do, oh, fucking hell. Whenever people bring up Persona, I always get each protagonist has like their own archetype. Obviously, P3 protag is kind of depressed. P4 protag is a fucking retard. And then Persona 4 protag is like a kind of cool guy. Like if you pick like, they all have 3 options typically. You have option that makes sense, option that doesn't really make sense, but it kind of does, and then in-character option. And like, Makoto's P3's protagonist are always like, I don't really care, whatever. Or, just go away. And shit like that. Jokers are all, yeah, let's go. Or something, I'm not cool. I don't know what cool people say. Right, okay, you can tell that. But then fucking Yu Narukami, all of his are like, yeah, let's get watermelons, even if there's nothing in the conversation to do with watermelons. Small random detail from the blog, but Lisa's covering her face here, but it's not drawn so we can see her face. Not just with an answer, we also know Rao goes back in time at some point, and is one of the factors in the Fiendish magic incident. Oh, I don't remember this. I've got to reread this fucking series, man. I've really got to. I think rereading just like all of it. I've got to do that. Oh, Lord, what do you mean?
I know that the summoning succeeds on her first attempt. I can say this with confidence since I'm the one who did it. There is no failure.
Yeah, you are the one who did it.
Did you say there won't be an unfavorable outcome? So her summoning attempt will fail for sure. Why did you tell me to give her the book and test her if you knew she wouldn't make it?
The Rao is such a high-level being that even Kubera couldn't see him with insight. Rao. I see. We can't be sure about the Finnish magic one since that's what Enon's friend told God Kubera on behalf of Kinara. She could be lying. Okay.
Wait, did she mean a successful summoning would be an unfavorable outcome?
Did she mean a successful summoning by an unfavorable outcome? Oh, right, okay, yeah, never mind. I'm one that's stupid. That does make sense.
Then, failing to do so would have been the favorable one instead? And that book, it was given to me with the hopes of me failing? No, that couldn't have been the reason for giving me the book. That just doesn't align with the attitude I've seen in him following a summoning. Although he seemed puzzled to see that I'd summoned him. His reaction wasn't repulsive or anything.
I think it's more the fact that he's aligned with you after the fact. Right? He was protecting you because you'd summoned him. That it wasn't within what was supposed to happen. That he was more intrigued by it. Anna is actually best mom. Redeemed. Wrong dialogue option, please. Yeah. It's like a fucking, Telltale game. Anna will remember that. You're like, oh, fuck. God, I remember when Telltale games was, like, huge. Like, I remember when Telltale games were, like, massive. Like, Telltale's The Walking Dead. Like, that was huge. What else did they do? I can't remember. I didn't actually want to sacrifice her daughter. Weird. I imagine most people wouldn't, so that's pretty good that she didn't actually want to sacrifice her daughter. Good. But also, then why give her the book? Because if she fails, she'll chunk off her lifespan. Weird. Yeah, she's still weird. I don't trust her entirely.
It makes more sense to think he was looking for a new summoner after realizing that Priestess Kubera was dying soon. I'm sure more Kubera were given the same book.
Were they, though?
It must be that I just happened to be the very first one who tried to summon him. Why aren't you saying anything? You're the one who told me to test her with this book, and now you're telling me there won't be an unfavorable outcome. Just what exactly does that mean?
But there's still that one panel where she was has a terrified stare at Lise after she does. Yeah, because she was told that if she succeeds in summoning, it is not your daughter anymore. And for any parent, Tales from the Borderlands. Yeah. There we are. But imagine you're a parent and you're told that if your child does this, they're not your child anymore, and then they do it. Right? Like, the look of disgust at Lise is because she now believes that that isn't her child, and is probably being like, what the fuck is that then? If not my daughter, who is it? What is it? Even though it's future Lise that summoned capital K, but hey, to past self, I don't know. Oh, wait, hold a second. Do we think the union between past and present Lise is actually going to be the divine affinity being granted to her by the bracelet? And so past Lise did do it using future Lise's divine affinity when she was in the past. Right? Maybe? I don't know. I don't fucking know. How long are we going for? Nearly 2 hours? Perfect.
Just what exactly does that mean? It means that God has decided not to kill her, regardless of the outcome. Your daughter will live. That I can assure you. Thank God. That's such a relief. I've always been so anxious about that. But now, I'll be able to rest my worries, knowing that even after we're gone.
Yeah. She does still want to protect, because again, it's still hard to disconnect it from it being actually your daughter. There's a trope that comes up a lot in fiction, I find.
Knowing that even after we're gone, God will look after her, at least. Now I know all the efforts her dad and the rest of us put in have not been in vain. I'm so grateful to him. Please, give him my gratitude. I will. I just told her to go ahead and give her the summoning book as she'd planned. But didn't you go there so you could stop that? No. I went because I thought everyone in that village could have been fake, including my mother. So I wanted to find out the truth. I'm good now, though. Even if the village was staged for a purpose.
Yeah. Still thought she was gonna fucking kill her. Yeah.
I'm good now, though.
Yeah, I read that.
I know that the smiles on their faces were sincere. To me, that's enough. I don't really have a master plan to change history or anything. You know, I've been thinking. In a new universe, if a new universe gets built from the point of change, while the existing history becomes a possibility and gets erased, And how's that any different from destroying the existing universe?
It's not. It's not. It's not different. Because it gets erased. It's gone. Poof. Vanish. No more. Just saying.
Well, normally you'd start from the point of change and perceive the world revolving around you as the new universe. The universe that gets erased is nothing more than a possibility at that point. Nah, I don't think that's right. To be honest, I felt uncomfortable the moment you mentioned the universe of possibility just disappearing. It felt so wrong.
I love the way Kubera explores the actual terrifying implications of time travel. I swear very few stories do this. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, it happens in Harry Potter, they have time travel, but it's not really explained what happens after the fact. Right, what happens to the reality. But in reality, yeah, Harry Potter's weird. I don't remember how time travel works in that, but it's kind of not too dissimilar, but it is different enough. Where else do we get time travel in fiction? I mean, there's The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which is a movie, an anime film. Very good. One of the first anime films I ever watched. Very, very good. I watched it when I was very young as well. Really loved that movie. Yeah, there's time travel in Howl's Moving Castle, technically. Well, not even technically, there just is. Now I'm trying to think about ReZero. Yeah, ReZero does. Yeah, the whole bit with the kid now in season 2. Yeah. Oh, bro, so season 3 is coming back, like for the second part of season 3 of ReZero. I'm so fucking excited, bro. I'm hella excited for that. But yeah, where Subaru is shown all the universe where he kills himself. The spoilers to anyone that hasn't watched ReZero. You're missing out. But, and like, you just see people grieving over his corpse and then having to live on in that fucked up reality. Like, ugh. Like, imagine being shown that. Imagine being shown that. But in ReZero, those alternate realities might not even be real. But they are, but they aren't, but they might not be, but they might be weird stuff. Yeah. I fucking love ReZero. Anyhow.
The things I did that day back in Conches, regressing to save Willard and falling and all, maybe I shouldn't have done any of that either. In the end, what I did was turn the existing universe into a possibility and destroy it so I could bring Willard back from its fall, which might have been, which might ultimately end up to the universe ending, but hey, who worries? Who worries? Is it really necessary to put it into those words? The things that were destroyed, they still exist in the current universe. Look at me. The me that was left in future Conches would have vanished into a possibility. But I'm still standing right here, in the world where you are. Liz, you don't think I'm really Utah? In Kubera, you can't actually save anything by time traveling. You are just creating a different version that doesn't need to be saved. Yeah, but that is indirectly saving something, if you ask me. You're not directly doing anything, but it is indirect. So, kind of, technically, I suppose. Yeah, of course you are. You're the real Utah. The Willow that was destroyed was never saved. It's just turned into a possibility, and that never existed to begin with. It never happened. And so was the Utah who stayed behind. To me, they're both precious. If I could, I'd like to go back and be there for him to spend his last moments together. Can't imagine how he must have felt. After all, he was left all alone, knowing he was destined to disappear.
The ones saved got no clue they've been saved, yeah. But they were still saved. And look, you don't save people for the satisfaction of them knowing that you saved them. You do it for the fact of you don't want the tragic outcome to occur. You don't do good deeds because you want a reward. Timely's origins. Oh god.
What would have been his last thoughts when it was time for him to go? Yuta. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Turned into a pulsating means ruthlessly destroyed. Yeah. Just gone. Poof. Vanish. No more.
Please, please. It's not something you should apologize for.
The problem is that from the perspective of the people who died, they don't actually get saved at all. Yeah, but that's not what matters. That isn't ultimately what matters, in my opinion. It feels so good knowing that she did exactly what she said here she would do. Yes. Do you think there would be any time that she would shed tears for the fall of possibility? Or any possibility that would feel time's pain? The answer is no. That's why they've been repeating the same thing, destroying one another over and over again. Time goes on destroying possibility, myriads of times. And that fallen possibility feeds on the ever-growing grudge until it gains enough power to avenge time. The two destroy each other, and that one cycle becomes the lifespan of one universe. It's the same ending every time. I think it matters a lot, especially considering this here. I suppose, but he's still doing a good deed. Oh, hold on. Hold. Fuck. Wasn't quick enough. Damn it. Remember, each of those destroyed possibilities turns into grudges and sins that in turn overflow and destroy the universe. Yes, you are correct. In Kubera, it probably does matter. But still. There's a thought that counts, you know? Try to be positive. Maybe, just maybe, we might face a different ending this time. Because the one I'm looking at... Because I'm looking at time. Crying for the fall of possibility. So by turning back time, not only are you not saving anyone who actually died, you're only creating more victims. Well, I mean, you are saving them because they aren't dead anymore. In that, the possibility of them dying is no longer there. Right? So you've saved them from a potential death. And that is arguably saving someone. But yeah, you are creating more victims. But again, these people don't fucking know that. These people don't know that. Looking at time, crying for the possibility. Referring to Lise as time. It's getting dangerous. I should look away. And off in the distance. There he is. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end this here. I'm going to end the stream here. We've been going for just shy of 2 hours. This is where we'll end it. I hope you've all enjoyed, of course. This shot, but this shot in particular, Yuta looking off into the distance and seeing the aura. Also, if we take it into perspective into account, that's a huge amount of glow. That is a huge amount of glow. Like, from perspective, the point of view of perspective, and also God Kubera looks huge here as well. Like, he looks massive. Even though his silhouette's tiny, relatively, he'd be fucking huge. My lord. Right. But yeah, no, we are going to leave things here. To your dismay, I imagine. But, Friday, there will be a video. Of course. I will be alone to not understand the big reveals, yes. But I will find out one day. I mean, yes, it probably is, but at the same time, it's really funny to think God Kubera is the size of a fucking, like, you know, house. Relative to perspective. Like, it'd be really funny. It's just the size of a house. Based on how big he is on this ledge over here. He'd just be the size of a building. It's just funny. It's just funny. I'm not taking it seriously. It ain't that deep, obviously. But it's funny. But yeah. Friday. Obviously, we will continue this in video form. Well, by Friday, I mean, for me, it'll be tomorrow, because I have tomorrow off work, so I'll be recording Thursday. But it will be up on Friday for all of you. Members, it will probably be up on Thursday. Isn't that spicy? So maybe you should consider that if you like the idea. Elaborate more in the comments on why I think time travel is a lot less of good than it seems. That's fair. Yeah, no, you can even see his silhouette. Like his silhouette, you can see his silhouette here. Like you can see his silhouette. Like because of the distance. Like his silhouette is still like the size of a fucking building. Like he's still absurdly big. If you want, we can hint how many more chapters you should read if you want the max cliffhanger. No. Well, for the video. Yeah, go on. For the video, how many more chapters until the next monstrous cliffhanger? If you say one, I'm going to murder you. Because then I will do it on stream. But if it's no more than one, I won't. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. But it's unimportant. But yeah. This is peak. This is fire. I will wait for a response to how many chapters. Read until up to date? No! Oh my god, I'd be here for the rest of my life!
I'd be here for days! It's absurd! I would never leave my chair! Good lord! I've got a life to live! I've got a job to go to! I can't be doing this!
Good lord. I can't be reading forever. I've got work on Friday. Yeah, one cliffhanger, not 100. I guess the biggest cliffhanger would be the most recent chapter, wouldn't it? How many more is that? Too many chapters. It's too many chapters away. It is far too many chapters away from here. How many chapters are there? I'm ironically going to click this and have a look. 649. Oh, actually, there's only 47 more chapters to read. Okay. Only 47 more chapters. Shit, we're getting really close. I'm actually getting quite close to catching up. It's kind of bittersweet in a way. Like, genuinely. It's a little bittersweet knowing that I'm going to catch up. Like, but, oh my. Anyhow. We will be leaving the stream here, as I'd said. I hope people enjoyed. Like, comment, sub, trying to hit 1,000. So do me a solid. Spread the video around. Well, the VOD. It'll be. It's not a fucking. Well, it is a video. A VOD is a video. It's video on demand, you fucking muppet. I guarantee it'll feel like more than that. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It does. I feel like I've been reading this my entire life. And, well, I guess 2.5 years is quite a long time, in all fairness. Three or five might be. Nah, 3 or 5's 2 chapters away, I'm afraid. Not happening. 3 chapters. Yeah. That's what we'll do in the video. We'll do those handful of chapters for Friday. So I'll hope to see you all there, of course, in the comments. You better fucking comment. I will remember each and every one of you that are here live. And if you do not comment on Friday's video, you will all face a penalty. A nondescript penalty. A nondescript penalty that I won't go into, but you will face one. It will be the end. But yeah, we'll, as I said, for the 40 millionth time now, we'll end this here. So yeah. Kubera Peak. My brain hurts a little bit. But that's a good thing. So yeah, we've been going for exactly 2 hours now. We've managed to yap to pad the stream out to the 2-hour mark. Isn't that wonderful? But hey. we'll leave this here. I've been Aussie, you've been you, and I've taken time for another video stream, whatever the hell it may be. Ta-ta. For now.